Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new Pride and Pinion HQ. This is the first day that the office is finished. We haven't moved from the old office yet, but it's finished. Everything is ready, everything is done. I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of an emotional roller coaster because when I started the business, I started from the boot of my car. Then I moved into a wee shop in the Merchant Hotel in Belfast. Then I realized that the shop didn't have space to store the watch boxes. So I needed an office. That was literally a cubicle the size of the bathroom. Then we grew the company from there and Stephen joined and we moved to a really nice office. A bigger office with a studio. That was a big step up. The team hasn't arrived yet and we're just putting up the final touches on the office, and honestly it's genuinely just mind-blowing from where we started to where we are now. But this is the new Pride and Pinion HQ. We're gonna sell the most insane watches of the world from here in the center of Belfast, Northern Ireland. First of all, now I'm an alcoholic, so I want a bar, right? Fact, I wanted a bar. But this is also a good space for the team to really enjoy themselves. An incredibly cool pool table. But this is also not just a staff area. This is also an area where we can bring our clients to. Our industry is known as being a little bit dull and very formal. And I just want to bring passion and fun into this. Buying a watch here and then meeting your sales guy here, playing a game of pool, watching some football, having a drink. That's the experience that people want. The main room, guys, the main room.
This is what you will see the most of.
Oh, I feel that temperature.
I mean, it looks like nothing right now.
Yeah, it does look like nothing.
We've got the grey wall.
And then we're going to build a setup here where we're going to do live streams, a podcast. Then here, very important room, the boardroom. And look at that view. That's the Belfast Cathedral. How beautiful is that? You see this? This is the camera. We sell a lot of watches across the entire globe. And what I always find important is that we have the perfect setup where we can sell a watch to someone on the other side of the world. And this is done via phone.
Sorry, just look at Matthew McConaughey shooting him in the balls in the background.
Next to having a retail operations, we're also an e-commerce business. This camera system is going to be used several ways. So the Zoom calls are being done with our clients so they can see the watch properly. But as well, I travel all over the world and team meetings are very important, but I can never really attend them because I'm on the other side of the world. This will allow me to be at the actual team meetings.
The camera like follows you as you move about.
Yeah, as you move about, the camera follows you and shit. It's f***ing brilliant. Right, let me see how that works. This is not the main entrance, by the way. Look at that.
Oh, you fit nicely.
This is the sales room. So we have the team that buys watches and the team that sells watches. So this is a really good, cool environment to be in and to sell watches, to be engaged with watch enthusiasts, talking about our most favorite subject, which is watches. This is Stevie's, this is the ODD's office. Look at that.
Yeah, here you are. Oh, watch you, man. I've got scissors in my hand. You nearly stabbed yourself.
I stopped myself, right?
It's near the end of YouTube on camera.
Oh, Stevie deserved a nicer office than me with a nicer view, to be honest.
Yeah, we needed to lock you away from everyone, that's why.
Exactly, but Johnny, I have never had my own office, and now finally I have my own office, and you know what? It gives me a lot of peace, I can work, I can get shit done. Look at that, exactly. Then we have our safety room, which is interesting, but also our room where we pack and unpack everything. Everything is being unpacked, everything is packed. Photo studio is going to be here as
you get
well.
All the lovely photos like this from James.
Yeah, exactly. You know where we're going to lock up James.
Wait, are you sticking him in the cupboard?
Yep. You need it dark because you need to be able to control light.
Fair enough.
Shall we go in?
Let's see it dark, that's good.
Yeah, you see, but we need a wee light here.
Are you kidding me? Are you talking about James working on there? Is that what I heard?
James is very small and very short.
I'm not about the same height as you.
James is 100% shorter than me. Is he? Johnny, back me up here.
I don't know, actually.
Back me up for once. He is significantly
I'm not
shorter.
even trying to be funny.
What? At last we're ready. We're gonna bring up the entire team and I can't wait to see their reaction. There's always a trick for that, right?
What are you using, a lighter?
It's just a lighter, this is how you do it, right? Put it here beneath, bam!
Jesus Christ, there's bottle caps
I
in there.
know.
You couldn't open them, I fixed the problem, that's how we roll. Let's get the team in now.
Come on, I'm your new home.
Hey, would you look at it?
These look like a bunch of dogs that are How are you?
Nico, tour?
Yeah, tour.
Do you want to give us a tour?
I'm doing nothing.
It's actually turned out really well.
Yeah, wow.
It's absolutely unreal.
Johnny!
Gavin wouldn't have.
Johnny!
What?
Oh, there you are. There's another trick when you have two bottles, right? You can do the same. Cheers, lads. Guys, it's a love and honor. If you can't come in her, come on! Yay! Yeah, hurry in. Right, we've been in the new office now for 3 weeks. This is actually my first week, you know. The team has been in here for 3 weeks, but I've been traveling for 2. Want to see the new studio?
A few weeks ago, there was literally nothing in it.
And now it's painted, it's cold. I do the live streams from here, by the way. Give me some support on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, follow me, Nico Leonard 01. Of course, this is our standard backdrop. This is going to be a podcast setup here. When is that finished?
You need to be helping us create it.
I told you to do whatever you want to do. I'm so proud of our new God drop. It was a great success. Oh, we've done some good sales today. 10,850, 120, 7,495, 25 quid as well. So we built our God website on Shopify. That allows me to real-time see how many orders we have, how many people are on the website, track inventory. It allows me to run my business properly. And the good thing is, I can run my business from anywhere in the world and see how many orders we had, how many people are on the website at that moment in time, including all our customer data. Shopify is genuinely the best commerce platform for anyone that wants to start a business or has a business. I started Pride and Pinion on Shopify. I've started God Tier on Shopify, and it is for me the one platform that gives me the best visibility to run my companies properly. Check out the first link in the description now to try it out. Right, I actually have shit to do. I need to fix a watch. I have 2 calls and we have a bit of a challenge with WhatsApp. So, yeah. We have a problem, Gareth. WhatsApp and chats being archived. Like people actually inquiring about watches and we don't come back to them. Like it's very hard when you get so many messages to respond adequately.
Any of these people who are archived and their missed messages are previous customers.
I've bought 2 watches from Pride and Pinion in the past. Big fan and a supporter of the brand. This experience is leaving a bad taste in the mouth.
That's it.
Right, that is really freaking me out.
We'll unarchive them. All of them that have a chat there, they're going to reach out to all of them the next couple of days.
You right?
Yeah.
We haven't been able to reply to customers on time because we didn't know these messages actually were sent and received. This was a problem that I'm very grateful I found out, but now we need to first of all try to fix that and hopefully we can save those relationships. This is very, very important. The reason why we've missed so many messages is when a deal went through, when we sold the watch and the customer was happy, we always archived the chat on WhatsApp. We actually expected if a customer reaches out that it would then automatically move from the archive to the inbox, which it clearly didn't do. You know what? You live and you learn. We're trying to figure this out. We're trying to find a solution for this. This is my own office. There's actually a lock on here, right? So this is good because then people can't go in like randomly. Right, it's locked, right? Woohoo! See these glasses? Cartier glasses.
Yeah,
Look.
moldy Cartier box.
It's unbelievable, mate. Like, you can't buy this shit.
Oh, you did?
Like, I was gifted that. I like this. It's my office. So I can close myself off from everyone and concentrate on proper work and getting shit done.
Nico, it's a parcel.
Is this funny?
Who put that step there for sake?
Is this actually funny? Listen, I can use this now as my driving range. Johnny, look at this. So this is a 14060M. But the only problem is, it came on the wrong clasp. So clearly this person was over in on any way, shape or form.
What clasp is this from?
This is from a G&T. Of course we have spare parts and stuff, but he sent me this clasp with this. But this clasp had a problem. There's a well-known thing with vintage Submariners where the diving extension is too loose, right? So it just constantly hangs out, and every time you want to take off or put on the watch, the diving extension exceeds. Now there's a very easy fix for this. With an older Rolex Submariner, specifically the Submariner's pre-ceramic, right? The diving extension is quite fragile. And after many years, this becomes very loose, and it becomes loose from the clasp, meaning when you open the watch, this clasp automatically opens up. Now there's a really easy fix for this. A lot of people don't know this, so don't bring this into a watchmaker because you're getting charged 100 quid for this easy thing. So bend these 2 edges a little bit in, so this pin that holds the actual diving extension together folds back in, click, done. Rolex would charge you 500 quid for that. I've just done it in 2 minutes. He clearly bought an extra clasp for this. So someone probably overcharged him significant money and we just fixed it in 2 minutes. Like, this is the shit I love, right? Easy fix, done, thank me later. Look at the balance. That's straight. What a beautiful watch, look at that. Like, this is an OG original full set. This is how the watch was delivered in 2004 for the first time. Funny enough, here in Belfast as well. So this watch is staying on the island of Ireland. Really, really cool. So all the booklets are here. Very proud of that, actually.
If it wasn't a full set, say you were just buying the watch on its own, what sort of price could you get that for?
A beaten up one about £6,000.
Really?
But the cool thing is about the 14060, I really love the 14060. It's one of my favorite ever Submariners because it's the two-liner. So there's no chronometer certification on this dial. I absolutely love this watch. This is Super Luminova because this watch is from 2004. Also recognizable because it's Swiss made on the dial. And there's not T minus, there's no tritium used in this watch. This is not a radioactive watch.
That's good.
This is such a clean dial. Aesthetically, it's such a beautiful dial. Like,
Classic.
it's so clean, it's so, there's no clutter, there's not much text. That's why we call this the two-liner. I love that watch. Cool thing is, this is actually the watch before the 14060. This is the 5513. You see that domed glass?
Yeah.
Really cool, isn't it? This is out of the era of the 6900, right? And the 6900 kind of had the same plexiglass as well, a bit domed. And you see this Swiss T25? That's tritium used. This watch is a wee bit radioactive. I present to you a fully fixed. That's how we roll. That clasp is 100% now.